Alright, so this is a little bit of a different style video for you guys. I'm giving you a real life comparison between two different poses. We're taking a look at the most muscular poses, and I just want to show you the difference that it makes when you have a bone structure that fits maybe one style of pose more than another. Alright, so if you haven't noticed for your own self, when you do a most muscular, you have a preference of what type you do, whether it's a crab most muscular, hands on hip. You'll see some guys look phenomenal in a hands on hip pose, okay, for the most muscular. Now me and myself personally, I look horrible. So take a look at when I put my hands on my hips and what happens. Alright, sometimes I can make it look okay depending on the angle that I place my hands, but this pose does not seem to do my body justice. Alright, I have a hard time with this pose. Now, I think I think a huge part of that is my bone structure and my muscularity. I feel like I'm very much more trap dominant, and therefore my crab pose looks a lot better. So take a look here when I'm doing a crab most muscular pose. Alright, now this pose has been one of my stronger poses when I'm on stage. Alright, the crab variation of the most muscular. And for myself, I like to be propped up a little bit more. I'm in a chair, so I can't really demonstrate that very well. But the difference here, guys, is just to take a look at the fact that it's okay to suck at a pose. You know, when you come to mandatories and quarter turns, there's poses that you're going to look bad in. So again, for myself, this kind of most muscular with the hands on hip, I feel like I lose all my size. I feel like I lose all my chest density. Not that there's that much to begin with, but I don't want to lose any of that. My arms don't look that great. And again, compare that to a crab most muscular. For myself, I feel like I'm trap dominant. And again, I guess the point of this video is to point out it comes down to structural variations in the individual. You'll try as hard as you can to make a pose look good on you. Do that, make sure you make it the best you can make it if you have to hit it on stage, but don't stress and don't feel like, hey, I'm trying to compare myself to a guy who looks killer in one most muscular. You have to look in the mirror and look at your body and say, you know what, maybe that pose just doesn't suit my body very well. And that's not an excuse for sucking at a pose or for not being well enough developed. It's just a realization that you have to make. Alright, short video. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks a lot.